Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Jfam. Today's video is the first day of Warzone Season 4. So I thought I'd go over the best Warzone Season 4 controller settings. And these are going to, some are going to be personal preference. But a lot of these settings I copied from pro Warzone players. If you don't know, I'm a big Warzone pro nerd. I love watching these guys play tournaments and stuff. And in my opinion, if these guys play the game 8 to 10 hours a day, they probably know what the best settings are. So I'm going to be going over the controller settings. I personally play on PC, so these might look a little bit different if you're playing on PS4, but overall some of the settings can overlap. All right, and also a disclaimer, I play with a Power Fusion A controller, which is I have two paddles on the back. I did a review on this controller. If you play on Xbox or PC, it works. I can put a link to that in the description. So I have these bound to jump and slide my back buttons. So my first settings here, I play on default. And I also play on my stick layout as default. So keep in mind, I do have paddles on the back. I paid 80 bucks for this controller. I personally think it's the best controller that you can get. There unfortunately is no substitute for it on PS4. The only thing is you can get a adapter. I also covered that in that video for the PS4 controller that costs 20 bucks, and it can basically do the same function. So the first two I play in default. I have my invert vertical look on disabled. My dead zone is 6. So basically, how I also made a video covering this, but I'll explain it really quick. The dead zone is basically the higher the number goes up, the longer it takes for your thumbstick to register movement. So if you've ever experienced controller drift on your controller to where the controller seems to have a mind of its own, you're aiming and it jumps over, or it's slowly moving by itself, if that's happening, you want to adjust this number up until it stops. Usually you don't want to go any higher than 20. After about 20, 25, you probably want to get a new controller. And any lower than 6 is kind of pointless. I just keep mine around 6. Most people do. So that's how you go about fixing that. I personally like 6.6 sensitivity. It just feels good on controller. Doesn't feel too fast. Doesn't feel too slow. My ADS multiplier is 0.75. So basically, if you did not know, your sensitivity 6.6 when you're looking up and down when you're not aiming. That's how fast you're moving. The minute you aim in, this is right here basically your aiming sensitivity. And this would be your aiming sensitivity with a sniper. So I like it a little higher because I feel like I just need to kind of snap and move a little faster with the sniper. My aim response curve is dynamic. My controller vibration is disabled. I don't need this. Any more distractions when I'm playing Warzone. Standard aim assist, scaled aim assist field of view. I don't really understand this too much, but I do know that people have it enabled. So that's what I do. Once again, following what the pros do. ADS plus melee is how I like to aim. And my ADS is on my right thumbstick. So it's a lot easier. So if I go up to a wall, I pull my ADS trigger, hit my melee button, which is my thumbstick, and it's really fast and easy to mount doing that way. Weapon mount movement exit enabled. Aim down sight behavior is hold, obviously. Equipment behavior, I like this. I like to have it hold. That's just my personal opinion. All right, this is huge. Use/reload behavior. So this is how basically if you're looting and you see people that loot really fast, they don't have to hold to loot, or they don't have to hold their loot button. Let's just say mine is X. I don't have to hold that to open a chest. I just have to tap it. It opens the chest. It's super easy. Depleted ammo weapon switch. I have this enabled, so it automatically switches your weapon when you run out of ammo. All right, this is huge too. If you don't have this, you're missing out. And I thought this was common knowledge that most people use this, but I come across some people that don't use it. I'm very surprised. Armor plate behavior, have this apply to all. So basically, once you put a plate on, or you hold whatever button it is to put your plate on, let's just say you need to put 3 plates on, you don't have to continue and sit there and hit the button. You could actually hit it once, and your plates start putting on, and you can move around and dodge and weave and duck. So it's a lot faster. It's a lot better because you're constantly able to keep your fingers on the thumbsticks and move around behind cover or whatever it is while you're plating, instead of holding down triangle to constantly be plating. Movement, I like to slide. Slide behavior, I have tap. It's a lot easier to slide cancel. Auto move forward, I have disabled because I have automatic attack sprint. Now, here's the issue with automatic attack sprint. If you guys did not know, we'll read it. Automatic attack sprint, move forward while standing to take your character automatically into active sprint. So here's the problem, and let me mention, a lot of people use automatic attack sprint a controller. It's just so much faster, your movement. You watch guys like Joe Woe that have really good movement. This is what they use. But you have to be careful because it will cancel like your shotgun shots and stuff, like with the Origin or the Street Sweeper. So a lot of the time you have to either, when you start shooting with a shotgun, you have to slide, or you have to jump when you're shooting because it will cancel the shot. And it's very strange because the auto attack sprint is like overriding, and I only noticed that with the shotgun. So just to give you a heads up on that. Vehicle camera recenter, parachute auto deploy. I don't know why this is enabled. It shouldn't be. Maybe this new season changed that, but I have that disabled. So those are the best settings in my opinion for Warzone Season 4. I hope this video helped you out. Once again, I will put a link in the description if you're interested in this controller and you want to know what kind of controller it is and me kind of go over it more thoroughly. That'll be in the description. So once again, I hope this video helped you out. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed this new season. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.